Hey, hi friends. The amount of Nikola Motors video requests is crazy. I wasn't planning to do one, but what the heck. I'm going to address this from a different angle. It is very important to approach this topic not as a Tesla fan. In this video, I will cover a similarly crazy story that happened here in Singapore. I will also talk about Nikola as a business and not focus on the stock price. After all, without the business, there will not be shares to invest in. Let's talk about the listing process of Nikola. It is really a big red flag when reverse listing is done. Reverse listing is done because direct listing is really much harder. Tesla sold like 1,000 plus roadsters before they did a direct listing. Nikola has zero. So how is reverse listing done? So take any crappy company already listed, there are plenty out there, acquire another company and reverse it. That's it, there is no much paperwork. The amount of work for reverse listing is substantially a lot lesser than direct listing. The second red flag is Trevor Milton. He cashed out. Let me explain to you why this is such a big red flag. Even Trevor himself thought that the shares wouldn't fly so high. That's why he sold before reverse listing. Before I go on, I need to say this video is only for entertainment purpose only. I'm not a qualified financial advisor, and if you are offended by a YouTuber and wanting to sue, get a freaking life. So why did I say this? There is this lame ass company that likes to sue. So if I had to sue for every bad comment I get, I wouldn't be able to focus on my mission is to help educate other investors. I will link this article below. Do read it before the author is forced to take it down. A similar thing happened in Singapore. You read it and you come to your own conclusions. If you want to know more, just Google and find out more about the horror stories. Let me ask you, if you lock in retail investors for 2 years buying the pre-IPO shares, but you lock in management of the company for 1 year, and the management sell the shares before the retail investors could sell the shares, don't you think the management is pretty fucked up? As a retail investor, you suck it up while you see the management take out the cash while you hold on to the shares while being locked up. The amount of investors that lost so much money is crazy. And does this sound a little bit like Trevor Milton? I'm not saying they are exactly the same, but fundamentally, this guy is fucked up. I could do a video of 10 examples of why Trevor Milton sucks, but I really feel it's wasting my time and your time. Now let's go to the most important, most fundamental question. First principles. Is Nikola a good product? If this is a fail, there's no need to look further. What else to look? The business plan, customers, financial numbers, bank reports, nothing of that matters. So let's take a look at their champion product. The Nikola's claim to fame product, the Nikola semi-hydrogen truck versus Tesla semi. It's a classic hydrogen versus fully electric battle. I'm only going to cover the most important matrix, the cost to refuel. What's more important than that to cover? We all know that the Tesla semi is cheaper, less maintenance, but that's not the point. The point is the cost to refuel, because if you multiply that by 1 million miles, every other matrix is useless. These trucks operate non-stop. The workhorse of the workhorse, they eat road for a living, and the cost to refuel over its lifetime is extremely important. This is the Nikola hydrogen semi. The range has 700 miles, the capacity is 80 kg. Currently, the cost to refuel range from about $12.85 to $16. So I'm just going to take like $13 on the low end. So hydrogen costs $13 per kg. The total refueling cost is $1,040 to travel 700 miles. This is the Tesla semi. The range 500 miles. Its capacity is 1,000 kilowatt hour. The electricity cost is 12 kilowatts hour. I'm just taking the average cost. I know there are times that it goes down to 7 cents. The refueling cost is $120 to travel 500 miles. If you put it side by side, it will look like that. $120 to travel 500 miles and $1,040 to travel 700 miles. If you do simple mathematics, the cost to travel 500 miles is $742. You look at both the numbers. At current day standards, the Tesla semi is 6 times cheaper to operate. Let's take the best case scenario at $8 per kg in 2025. That's like $457 to travel 500 miles. Do take note that it takes a lot of power for the production of hydrogen. $8 is a really optimistic number with clean energy. Do note there is infrastructure cost too. I do not see the comparison at all. Did I miss anything? Please comment below and enlighten me, seriously. You take all these numbers and you multiply it by 1,000,000 miles. It makes no business sense at all. You also have to add that Nikola hasn't proven themselves that they are able to scale. Right now, Germany builds the semi for them and servicing is outsourced and done by another company. Where does Nikola comes in? Where is the vertical integration like what Trevor Milton said? So many red flags. I rest my case. Concluding this video, I will not buy into the hype. People are rushing to buy Nikola stock because Tesla stock looks really high and they do not want to miss out on the next success story. Look, I may be wrong, but I gladly be wrong. I only invest in companies where I can sleep peacefully at night. Fundamentally, Nikola business model is flawed. I always say this. Scaling is the hardest thing any business can do. Hell, even Elon Musk said scaling is like 1,000 times harder. I need to see the company scale before I look into investing in them. I am very sure they will fail unless something big change happens. So many painful lessons in the past taught me to be very careful where I invest my money. I lost so much money before. I take every lesson I learned in the past to help me make better investment decisions in the future. 10 years of painful lessons is really no joke, and I take the lessons I learned and share it freely because I know the pain of losing money. Help me help others. Liking the video helps me reach more people and helps me in my mission. And as always, invest safe.